Yeah, man. I think this is my first Facebook Live ever. Well, at least when I'm. All right, sorry about that. I I got interrupted. Why lumalonwa? I don't even know where to start because what digane yala. I just saw a very disturbing video right now that bothered the hell out of me. It got sent to me, and in that video is a doctor. I believe it's a Pakistani doctor at the Royal Victoria Hospital asking us to donate for blood bags. He's not saying that we lacking blood or we don't have blood for victims, poor people that may die just because they don't have blood. No, no, no. They don't have blood bags. Even if you have the blood, the bags to put the blood in, we don't have them. This shook me because I'm just thinking, how many people are about to die, and how long has this been going on? This government that put aside a budget for health, one of the largest budgets we have, well, of course, next to the OP, to buy expensive cars, drive around the country, do their tours and their politics. Why the average person who cannot afford to send their child to Dakar or anywhere else die in a government hospital because there's no blood bags to pass blood onto who actually deserves it or needs it. This is so sad and heartbreaking to a point that I'm now starting to question, like, what is it exactly that we think we voted for? What does this government think we asked them to do when the people overwhelmingly said Gambia has decided? Now, put aside the politics, please. Put aside the partisanship. Just think in humanity, all right? Let's talk about basic humanity. This is about humanity, all right? If you are a leader of a nation and a warning came to you months ago that this might happen, and yet nothing was done, who here are we to blame? Is this normal? That a nation, a small nation, Gambia Dikabundaula, it's like we less 2 million people, let's assume. 2 million people with all the goodwill from the world, with all the momentum you had with your people, with, I'll say, the majority of that country wishing you well. And yet still, you guys cannot meet the basic needs. Once again, forget the politics. Forget about not changing Yaya Jammeh's executive orders. Forget about putting in, strengthening laws to bring down dissent. Forget about all of that stuff. But just look at the health system in our country. Do people deserve to die just because someone was negligent? Where did all that money go? Am I naive here? Is there something I'm not understanding, that a budget was given to the health ministry for that one government hospital not to have bags for blood for people that actually need it? This is beyond me. My heart is broken for the foreign doctor to make a video asking Gambians to send in money. That's the point it has come to. That's the point it has come to. That we are now asking the average Gambian to put up money to help because we don't have blood bags. Something that cost around £1.25 or 150, I think, with 5 bags. And we cannot. The government. I don't know. I'm so heartbroken right now. I can't even put together words. I can't believe this. That before we go to sleep today, a few people might die because there was no blood. No blood bags place to place blood. I'm speechless. I can't believe this. Now, I think we've come to a point now that we need to just stop. Okay, let's stop the push and pull. Let's stop the politics. Let's stop the partisanship. Let's stop all that nonsense. Let's look at our country. Let's look at ourselves. Let's look at ourselves as humans that deserve dignity. Put all of that aside. We as a people we need to come together and give this government a wake-up call. That we cannot allow this to keep on going on. Like, how many scandals? When does it stop? At what point do we say that, okay, you know what, you guys are incompetent. Therefore, we have to get you guys to do what we ask you to do, to be responsible to the dignity of your people. I've not seen any government personnel release a statement talking about this. No, I've not seen any passionate anything coming from these guys to say that, yes, you know what, we don't deserve this. The poor people don't deserve this. People like me and a few others, maybe we don't have to worry too much about that. I mean, if worst comes to worst, maybe we can have the little money we have to move them to Senegal or whatever for them to get, better treatment. But what about the poor? The people in car accidents? The pregnant woman that's about to give birth? It's now even a threat to be pregnant. Because if they need that blood, they're not going to get it. Because somebody dropped the ball somewhere. With that huge budget, you still could not produce bags for a government-run hospital so that blood could be used for I'm beyond words. At this point, I just gotta say I've really lost hope in this government. This is not right. It's not right at all. It's completely wrong. And if you have a heart, you as a Gambian that's there trying to defend everything this government does, trying to say give them time, all that nonsense. It's been 20 months. There's a lot of things that we could have complained about, that I complain about every day. But this is ridiculous. This is about life, man. This is about life and death. And these people could not get up to say that, you know what, we won't allow this anymore. This is beyond me, but something needs to be done. Over a couple of hours, there's some people that mean well for this country that will be putting together drives. There'll be GoFundMe accounts set up. But we as a people have to now get up and demand for this government to actually respect their citizens. We deserve dignity. It's a nation where over 60% are below the poverty line. But you'd rather spend that money doing huge jamborees, going on tours, talking about your youth movement, building 60 mosques, things that don't friggin', what the hell is that gonna do? When there are people dying because there's no blood bags in the damn hospital, where are your priorities, man? Where's your heart? With all those people that died for 22 years to say that finally we need a change. Are you listening to that? Do you care? I can. And I hope to God we wake up as a people. We are being blindsided. We are over here arguing about things that don't matter. Who is who did what, where were you? These silly, stupid arguments that have nothing to do with it. We are dividing ourselves over stupid stuff while this government is dropping the ball at every single angle. And we are excusing them. Telling people, oh, shut up, you didn't say nothing before. Why are you saying anything now? Well, screw all of that. This is about us. This is about a nation. It's time for us to get up and actually do something. What it is now, I can't put my head around it because, to be honest with you, my heart is heavy and I probably can't even think straight. But this can't continue. Just can't.